even been an issue if his dad didn't name him Kim.
Alright, this is great to be here in Palos Verdes, actually in Torrance. You people are swimming tonight. Very confused, I guess, huh? Torrance, if Las Vegas is a city that doesn't sleep, Torrance is the town that never wakes up. Build it and they will come, and retired people did, I'm telling you. I had a senior moment today. I was driving over to the theater. I came over with a buddy of mine, and I fell asleep in the car. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. I ain't talking the light sleep, my friend. I'm talking the face against the window, drooling down my chin, half asleep. Kind of looking like you right now, my friend. Well, here's the coup de pisse. I wake up at this stoplight up the street just in time to hear this woman in the next car go, "Isn't that kid? They're taking a little retarded man to Disneyland." Wasn't right. LA was a good communicator, you know, but the best communicators are truck drivers. Absolutely. You know why? Because truck drivers even have signs in their truck that tell you exactly why they're driving the way they do. You've seen them, have you? I drive with the lights on for your safety. It's very considerate, isn't it? If you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you. That's a darn good thing to know when you're passing that I decided I wanted to be a better communicator, so I put signs on my car. I drive with my brights on because I'm an asshole. You can see my middle finger in your mirror means you're an asshole. My kid slept with your honor roll kid. Honk if you love Jesus, because you're going to need him if you cut my ass off again. If you don't like the way I drive, stay off the bike path. So I don't know about you guys, but one thing I can't stand are these bicycle guys in their little spandex shorts, huh? Oh, how disgusting is that? I took these guys down a notch. You know what I did there, Arnold Ruttenbacher? You know I did. I went back to my room one day on the bike path, and I put on the tightest shorts I could find, okay? Oh, yeah, baby. I put a potato in my pants. I'm not talking a little potato, baby. I'm talking an Idaho spot, huh? Kind with the roots hanging now. Yeah, your nipples are hard, huh? When I went out to the bike path, chicks could not take their eyes off me. Huh? My little Mr. Potato Head package. Looking at me just like this woman right here, like a deer in headlights, man. Yeah, just couldn't stop staring at me like these ladies right here. I'm telling you. Well, apparently the potato had moved around at the back. Put a sock in my pants during the disco days, huh? That's one thing we don't need is attitude, you know, like these little Generation X, Y, Z kids, huh? You know the ones I'm talking about with the baggy shorts and the butt cracks hanging out? Kids that look like little plumbers, you know. The obnoxious kids, the skateboarders, you know? I'm just jogging along the street the other day. All right, pal, I was walking real fast. This long-haired skateboard, not a crime kid's behind me. He's like, "Dude, on the right! Dude, on the right! Dude, on the right!" I'm like, boom, dude, in the dirt. teenage kid. Oh my God, what an attitude this kid had. First date, I walk in the door, the kid's in my face. Unbelievable. Kid's like, you're not my father. It's a good thing I am down with the younger generation, baby. I am jiggy with that. And I bonded with the kid. You know what? I pulled him over. I made him feel right at home, okay? I pulled him over. I said, hey, kid, I'm not trying to replace your father, all right? I'm just trying to have sex with your mother. You would have thought I kicked him in his baggy little crotch. Oh, my God, my mom's dating a jerk. Well, I had it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you only take so much kids today. You know, I let this kid, I was like, you know what, mister, you don't know how good you have it. Because kids don't, right? Arnold Redbox. I told this kid, I said, you know what, when I was growing up, I didn't have half the stuff you had, all right? I didn't have the Say No to Drug program. I had to do drugs. No one labeled me ADD, they just called me stupid. I didn't have X-rated internet sites. Did you have that? No, you and I had to whack off to National Geographic. We didn't have DVDs and CD and HD TV and VD. We didn't have that stuff. We didn't have, 200 cable channels on digital TV now with, Beverly Hills 90210, 24/7. I had the Beverly Hillbillies on one channel. And it was in Arizona. It was dubbed in Spanish. I still remember the theme song to this day. Es un de mi historia, Francisco Caballero, de que pues es una deal, a la vida por comida, otro de gran. Solo negro. I still remember my grandfather was the same way. Tell me about the good old days. When I was a boy, I had to walk up to the hill to school both ways through broken glass. And, oh, my God, Orville Redenbacher next door and Orville, too. Gramps, I did a little research. I found out when my grandfather was growing up, they still put cocaine in Coca-Cola. I said, what are you bitching about? You should have been jamming up and down that place. Coke and a smile. My grandfather didn't care. He'd talk to anybody, anytime, any place. Once you get old, you just don't care, I love that attitude. I could tell my grandfather didn't care by the way he dressed. Striped shirts, plaid pants, black sandals, white socks. Screw you, I'm old. That 5 item or less sign meant nothing to my grandfather. Running the grocery store, pulling up with his electric cart, groceries falling up to here, walking up to the lady, paper, plastic, 2 for $1. How many ounces of this? Screw you, I'm old. Oh my God, he wasn't a sharp dresser, but I'm telling you, he taught me that you have to kind of see what the trends are. I studied the way people dress. I was at the beach the other day, and I was out there and I'm taking notes, and I saw a guy in a thong bikini. Yeah. Now here's the thing that pissed me off, okay? The day before, I get a ticket for having an open container of beer, and then there's Francois out there with his chestnuts roasting on the open fire. It ain't right, people, right? Exactly. But I was thinking, you know what? Hey, I used to be a male dancer, ladies. At Chuck E. Cheese. I had to quit, though. I couldn't live off the tokens, little bastards were different. I was thinking, hey, if that guy can wear that, and I was a male dancer, I bought a thong bikini, and I went out to the beach, and ladies, again, I gotta tell you, I was looking good. My hairy back, my hairy ass, my little hairy cousin sang. And you wouldn't believe what happened. Same reaction as down here. Women and children started screaming. Lifeguards were shutting shutters. Tourists were holding hands singing Near Thy God to Thee. No one told me you had to wear that thing the other way around. None of us should play the lottery. We're not going to win the lottery. It's always that guy from Hewlitt, I always see that guy on TV. Hey, you just won $8 million. What are you going to do? Well, have eye on that fishing rod over to Walmart. Going to quit your job? No, but I might call in sick every day.
First of all, I'd like to make the disclaimer that I am not what you would call a politically correct comedian. However, I am environmentally correct because all my material is recycled. So that should be good. First of all, I just finished reading. I'm going to do something since I have this audience here very quickly. I just finished a book on ESP. I don't know if anybody here believes in ESP or maybe even if you think you are able to read minds, but I'm going to try an experiment because I actually think that I have some ESP. Real fast, how many people here, I want everybody here to think of a number between 1 and 5. Okay, now by a show of hands, how many people thought of 3? Okay, now, the ones who were thinking of 2 and 4 are not that impressed. But the ones who were thinking of 3 were not. How was he able to do that? You guys can get with me after the show and I'll explain it to you how it is possible. How many people here by a round of applause are Dave Letterman fans? You know, one of the highlights of the Dave Letterman show every night is Dave Letterman's top 10. So I actually have Alan Hamburger's top 12 because I have a list, and I just thought that I would at least give you 10% more comedy than you would get if you worked at the Dave Letterman show in New York. My top 10 list is a relation to weight. At any given moment, they say 70% of Americans are on a diet. Now, that, of course, maybe they don't have to be on a diet, but they think they should be, and they are. In fact, the FDA has just released a brand new tab. It's been approved, a patch, actually, and it guaranteed if you use this, you'll lose weight, 100%. It fits over your mouth. So anyway, I've come up with my top 12 list of reasons why you maybe should be on a diet. You can think about this, see if this applies to anybody. Number 12, if you get in the bathtub and you find out that there's no room for the water. If you go with your friends to the beach and they start to bury you in the sand and they run out of sand. No, that's number 11. Number 10 is if you're a man or a woman and you find that you're having to wear stretched jewelry. Just a clue now. If you're the type of person, when you walk in a room, do you scare the furniture? Number 8, if you're the type of person that once had a tattoo, and now it's turned into a mural. That's included possibly. If you're the kind of person, if you're ever standing along a freeway and a motorcycle cop hides behind you. Number 5, if you happen to be standing ready to cross an intersection and the light changed to waddle. That's a clue right there. If you find that you're having to iron your clothes in the driveway, that's probably a clue right there possibly. If you're the type of person, if you walk in a restaurant and the waiter or waitress comes up to you and looks at you and says, is there anything on the menu you don't want? Number 3, if you happen, this is not to be sexual, but if you're a woman and you go to the opera and nobody leaves until you sing, that's a clue right there. Okay? Number 2 is if you happen to go marching and making the floats at the Rose Bowl parade, and people start to glue petals on you. And the number one you should maybe go on a diet is you happen to be out jogging and you come to a sudden stop, and you get rear-ended by your own rear end. So anyway, that's my top 12 list. I have a number 13, which I'm thinking about. If you're the type of person, when you get a shoe shine, if you have to take the guy's word for it. That could also fit in there. So, I was thinking it all tonight, does anybody here think they recognize my voice? I mean, I know a few people here know me. I've been volunteering part-time lately at the Suicide Hotline Center, so it always bugs me when I think I know a voice and I can't quite place it, so that might be. So anyway, I was thinking right now tonight, I didn't exactly know what I was going to prepare, but what actually helped me, I was talking to a woman, which I won't identify here in the audience.